Skiing is a fun and challenging sport. Working in the ski industry allows one to enjoy the mountains on a regular basis during the winter months. It also makes one more likely to have an injury. In this video, we will discuss how to stay safe this season. The most common injury in the ski industry is a torn ACL.
The knee is made up of the femur, which is the upper bone in the knee, and then the bones of the lower leg, the tibia and fibula, and then it's protected in the front by the kneecap. And what they form in the knee is a thing called a joint. A joint has a specific purpose, and the purpose in the knee is that it's a hinge joint meant only to flex and only to extend. Real important for our topic today are the ligaments which protect the knee from going in any other direction than the flexing and extending. Most skiers, at least part of the time, if not most of the time, go back and forth across a run and thereby stress those ligaments that are on the outside and inside of the knee with forces that are sometimes more than those ligaments can take. The position of the knee where the strength is the least is about 30 to 45 degrees of flexion, which is the exact position that when you learn to ski, you always hear your ski instructor saying, bend your knees. So the position of the knee that people ski in inherently is when the knee is at its weakest. There's a ligament that goes from the back of the knee forward to the front of the knee called the anterior cruciate ligament, and that's the one that will be the focus of what we're talking about today. When you've torn your ACL, it's a very, very long process. Typically what's happened is, even though now there are no big scars like there were in the past, they go in with the scope and replace this ligament. But for the first 2 weeks after you've had this surgery, you have to get rid of incredible swelling and learn to stand up again. And after 2 weeks, you hope to start getting range of motion back and walking, so that by the time you reach 3 months, you can really start working on your knee and walking normally and doing normal daily activities. And that takes about 6 months just to get to that point. Between 6 and 9 months or 6 months and a year, you spend getting the power and strength back to return to what would be sports activity, in this case skiing. So an anterior cruciate tear is a major injury that requires major rehabilitation with a lot of physical therapy. Skiing is an incredibly enjoyable sport, but it only takes a split second to change your ability to ski and perhaps changes the next year of your life.
While on the mountain, you should correct your technique regularly in order to avoid injury. Do not become so comfortable that you think you cannot be injured. Knee injuries occur quickly, and oftentimes one does not know what they did to cause the injury. There are steps that can be taken to protect your knees while skiing to avoid injury. These steps are often referred to as the phantom foot, which, when all 6 elements are combined, almost guarantee an ACL tear. The 6 elements of the phantom foot are uphill arm back, skier off balance to the rear, hips below the knees, uphill ski is unweighted, your weight is on the inside edge of the downhill ski tail, and your upper body is facing your downhill ski. Uphill arm back. Having the uphill arm back tends to pull your body backwards, making you more likely to fall. We also have a tendency to try to regain our balance using our arms. Moving your arm back may seem like a good idea until it actually pulls you back and down. Keep your arms forward to help maintain your balance. Skier off balance to the rear. Weight should be kept on the downhill ski for the most part while skiing, but we do need to keep weight on the uphill ski as well in order to remain upright. Once you are off balance to the rear, you are more likely to catch an edge and fall down. Hips below your knees. The hips usually end up below the knees when we are off balance and near falling. Do not bend so much while you are skiing that it throws your body off balance. When you are off balance and near falling, try to regain your balance by leaning slightly forward rather than back. Uphill ski unweighted. When falling, many will try to stop themselves with their hands, which causes their uphill ski to become unweighted. This is dangerous because this position compromises both knees and allows them to be in a position to twist the ligaments of the knee easily. Keep your arms in when falling and keep your knees together in order to avoid injury to your knees. Weight on the inside edge of a downhill ski tail. After a fall and while sliding, the instinct is to try to stop your body from sliding. The problem with this is if you dig in with your downhill ski, you place a lot of force on your knee and the ligaments of that knee. This makes you more prone for an injury. Try not to fight gravity and simply wait until your body slows down and you can safely stop and safely stand up. Upper body facing downhill ski. A good rule of thumb while skiing is to have your skis and body facing the same direction. As we can see here, the upper body is facing downhill while the body is not, and the forces of that twist are placed on the back and the knee. In general, it is good to keep your body facing the same direction as your skis. This will help you keep your body in a natural position rather than allowing it to twist. To protect your knees on the mountain, use good ski technique and avoid the 6 elements of the phantom foot. Uphill arm back, skier off balance to the rear, hips below your knees, uphill ski unweighted, weight on the inside edge of the downhill ski tail, and the upper body facing the downhill ski. In order to react to the elements of the phantom foot and help prevent injury to your knees, remember to keep your arms forward, feet together, and hands over your skis. Keep your arms forward in front of your body while skiing to help keep your body stable. Remember, keeping your arms back makes you more likely to fall back. If your arm is going backwards and you cannot move it forward, put pressure on your uphill ski to help regain your balance. Keep your skis together to avoid having you become unweighted or weight on the wrong side of the ski. Also keep your skis together during a fall with your knees flexed in order to avoid an injury. Keep your hands over your skis to help you stay balanced while heading downhill. If you do fall, keep your hands over your ski tips to decrease the rotation of your body, thus better protecting your knees. Here are some additional tips to help keep you safe while you're skiing on the mountain this season. After a fall, place your body in a good position to stand back up that will place the least amount of strain on your body. Move yourself so you're facing downhill. It will then be easy to push up while placing weight on the downhill ski for stability. Do not attempt to stand up while your skis are facing uphill. Some of the positions one places themselves in while skiing can increase the likelihood of injury. Once you are falling down, stay down. Wait until you have stopped sliding to try to get back up. Don't land on your hands and keep your arms up and forward. Avoid having ski tips cross while skiing or while trying to get up after a fall. This places a lot of strain on the knee as well as highly increases your risk of a fall. Keep your skis parallel to each other. Keeping your skis parallel helps you maintain equal balance on the legs and helps you better direct turns with your skis. Many incidents occur at trail merges. Watch out for other skiers at the merge. Many people do not slow down or look for other skiers or boarders on the hill at the merge. To avoid an injury at a merge, stop at the merge, look for others uphill, wait for them to pass, and then proceed downhill. Remember that others may not be able to see you when you stop. Watch as this skier goes downhill and out of sight from the top of the run. The skiers stopped in the middle of the run, making them a likely target for the next person coming downhill. To avoid a collision when stopping on a trail, stop to the side, not in the middle of the trail. There are certain areas of every resort that are known for skiers and boarders coming through the trees and onto a trail. Know these areas and avoid stopping where you are more likely to be hit by an individual that is likely moving at fast speeds and not aware of who is on the trail. When going under bridges, remember that you may not be visible to those uphill after you have passed under. Watch as these skiers are out of view of those uphill. If they stop in the middle of the trail, they greatly increase their risk of a collision with another skier or boarder as they come downhill. Follow these safety tips to keep yourself free from injury this season. For more safety information, contact the WCF Safety Department at 385-351-8103 or visit our website at wcf.com/safety.